Hello and welcome to the show. Now the Zonda R is back in a Forza game thanks to the Hot Wheels expansion. It seems like well, perhaps in some ways a slightly odd inclusion to bring in this incredible track car that's not legal to run at just about any track in a, well, Hot Wheels thing. However, we're going to go and test it out. Well, around there, I would imagine. I imagine that's where this circuit is going to go. Oh, that looks an interesting loop. Oh, I'm sure we will find out what all of this stuff does. Yeah, seeing as we've got a race car to play around with, we might as well go and see how it does at this this circuit, and then, of course, things are going to get crazier and crazier as we go along. Oh, apparently I've got a barn find rumour. I want to start the race. We'll go find a barn find at some point. Yeah, let's go and do a... Blueprint the race. We're sticking with Pagani. This is S2. Yes, indeed it is. Race settings. We don't want heavy rain. No, we don't want that. We'll go 4 laps. This is going to be a crazy quick car. We'll get some light on the case. We have had... Ooh, we haven't had big dip. We haven't had split jump here. Let's go split jump on this one. What could possibly go wrong with a Zonda R and a split ramp? So this is the Mountain Twist Circuit, apparently. Don't think I've driven this one. We're going to be starting right at the very front. Now this can either be really good, in that I can run away and avoid any chaos, or it can be really bad, that I can crash and I can cause the chaos, or there can be a crash behind me and kind of get bundled into. We will have to see. I'm pretty sure this circuit is, yeah, facing the way... Oh, okay. Okay, that's not quite what I was expecting it to do, but sure. I was expecting it to be pointing us towards the loop. It is kind of the way that we were facing, however. It's completely different. Is that the thing that I picked? I don't know. I'm not actually sure if that was or not. Either way, we have escaped away in the lead of the race. 6th gear will do for our Zonda. We're going to catapult ourselves around this bank corner. Now, this sort of car should be in many ways ideally suited to this kind of thing, because of course there is a huge amount of grip. Oh, there's a bump there though. There is a huge amount of grip in the car, and that is what we want for running very quickly. Okay, apparently I can't run up to... I didn't actually go out of the course there. You saw that, right? I did not go out of the course. I did not even touch the pipe. I was coming back down. Oh, that's going to get really old really fast. That is a real arseache. Oh dear. Oh dear, and sink. Judging by that, I think everybody hit the wall. Okay, that's a small problem with this circuit. So we've found a couple of small niggles. One, the hitbox on that pipe was stupid, and 2, the Zonda is too fast for this course. I do love watching the cars in the distance fly up onto these banked corners. That looks really cool. As we're literally running at a silly angle. Very silly angle down there as we now head on to our 2nd lap. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, we got started there with some serious speed. Okay. So yeah, this is the split ramp thing. So we could have had the loop that we were pointing at, but... oh, that was an awkward landing. While on some corners, this car is, as you would imagine, very good. Oh, hello. Thanks for that one. That's, okay, he has actually waited for me. I appreciate that. Not intentional, just the way you get spat out of the corner there. Oh, someone's been reset. That's not a good place to get reset, because you're not going to have any speed at all to tackle that corner. Somehow, in all of this mess, we're in, what, 5th place, I think? We might actually come out in 5th. Right, don't play up by the wall. Normally, anyone who's watched my NASCAR videos knows that I love to hug the bottom of the course, so it's rare to see me go up so high, but I was thinking we could find some speed, but kind of not really working there. Now, I don't know whether if we get a really good run onto here, are we going to fly far enough? Please nose down, please nose down, please nose down. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is more fling an incredibly rare and expensive, incredible racing machine at bits of Hot Wheels scenery now. I'm not sure this race was a good one to pick for the Zonda. I think the Zonda's too quick here. I really think the Zonda is too fast. We worked our way up into 4th place. We're going to get on the brakes here. I'm going to be actually ready for this one this time around. Oh, if you go this path, there is a wall to protect you. Oh, okay. That's neat. I was expecting it to be a jump on that path, but it isn't. I was thinking it would be like a lower jump. It's not. It's just a normal path that you go through. A little bit safer, I think, because there are walls there, but perhaps a little slower. I don't know. That would be something to experiment with. Running around our big old banked corner. We're miles behind the leaders, but that's perhaps not too surprising. The fact that I've managed to end up in 4th is quite surprising, I think, really. Ooh, car ahead got a big oversteer moment, I think, there on the landing. Not that it really matters, because you're going to run up quite high on the wall. Don't run too high, though, because the game will get angry at you now. Keep foot down, fly through the air, and please don't miss the course. I'm trying to grab the brake because I want it to... Oh, no, too much speed. Wait, how did we get so much speed that time around? I must have carried more momentum around the corner. God damn it, there is a real fine line to make that one work. There is a real fine line. In fact, we caused some cars to lap them. That's how bad things are going for other people around here. Kind of understandable. This is, yeah, this car is actually way, way too fast for this course in a few of the places. Oh, well, we learn, and I didn't put it in 6th like a moron, buzz the limiter. Oh, one more lap to go. You know what, we're going to risk going the jump way. We're going to try and carry speed on the way into the jump. Oh, Zonda R's gone for a spin. Oh, no, I don't think it's actually going to be any quick. It's riskier, but I'm not sure it's any faster. Okay. Well, it was worth it to investigate, I think. Yeah, it's definitely quicker for the first part, but then you have to really slow it down after the jump. There might be a way, if you get it perfect, that you can be a little bit quicker through there. I imagine it's very carefully designed to be nice and even. I would personally like to have a sort of a risk versus reward thing. So, you know, you go the dangerous route. If you can hold it, you're quicker. But of course, you run the risk of falling off the course. That would be, I think, quite a neat little thing. But, yeah, they're not to be, apparently. I have no idea what speed we want across here. I have absolutely no idea. We're going to have a tiny lift as we head off the ramp and hope that's going to dump me where I want it to. It's not going to. At all, actually. It's going to dump me in about the worst place imaginable, because now I've got to fall off here. So if it just dumped me down on the floor and reset me, I've probably got 3rd. Oh, 4th place. Made it and then rolled. Oh, where they got reset? They got reset behind me, I think. I don't actually know. Maybe they got reset. Don't know where they are. No idea. Yeah, this course did not quite work as expected. Unless... no, we are still 4th. That's fine. We're not going to finish, though. I think 2 cars are going to finish this track. The Zonda didn't quite work. The jumps are not quite Zonda friendly. Oh, come on, finish. Woohoo! We will take a 4th place, and we will probably be the final car to finish the race. Wow, miles ahead of us. If you don't get into trouble, it's fine. If you don't get into trouble, it's great, but it is so easy to get. I imagine probably across that big jump, if you're not trying to make up time, just jam on the brakes as you head towards it will get you a landing. Won't be as quick, but it will get you a safer landing. Probably should have done that. Probably should have done, but, well, we tried. And we're not going to get a level up. Next time we will, though. Maybe we'll have more nut in the next race. What says Hot Wheels better than racing some actual GT cars around one of these circuits? Now, I was given the option to put in 2 different stunts. So I went for a spiral and a boost ramp on here. They're the 2 that we haven't done yet, I don't think, in a video, so we're going to give them a try. I, naturally, am going to be racing in the Viper here. Oh, well, we are starting from the pole position. This track actually looked like it had some quite tight corners, so should be an interesting one. That is for sure. I mean, let's face it, we're racing GT cars on a Hot Wheels track. Should be interesting. That's going to catch somebody out further back if they are not careful. How low dare you run on the course? Oh, Ferrari was a little bit slow. Well, we have a loop to be dealing with. This is the first time GT cars have ever gone for a loop-the-loop mid-race. You say weird things when racing around this expansion. It's brilliant. I am so glad that this is the expansion that they went for. Over all of the, the possible options and stuff that they could have done, I am so glad that we have Hot Wheels tracks to race around. Oh, that's a really nasty corner. I gotta say, I bet I'm not the only one to end up ploughing into that rule, and indeed I was not. I was not the only one to visit. My Viper is actually doing... Either I'm doing quite well... That's a really horrible corner as well, trying to get this spiral right. Either I am driving quite well. I would like to think I am an okay driver, or the Viper is actually really good at this, because we are leading the way from the field and actually pulling a little bit of a gap. This, I would imagine, is my doing. We cocked up that big time with our boost, I think. Oh, that's not a fun place, though, to have a boost. Right into a tight... That's a really tight, twisty corner there. That's horrible. Wait to see if all the other cars had bounced the wall. I think they did a good job of avoiding it. And now we have, like, this is the slowest corner I think you will ever see on the Hot Wheels track. Look at that. That's a really nasty bugger. Don't go playing in the water. I wonder how many sunk GT cars there are now around this island. I'm also beginning to wonder if I regret putting 3 laps on. We'll have to wait and see. Sweet. That's a lovely corner there. That is an absolutely gorgeous turn. And then we run into, I imagine this would be my other pick for this circuit, the spiral. We loop around here, don't get too carried away, be easy to do. Some point it's going to end and spit us back out. There it is. The Hurricane is up in the wall. Oh, I like this course. I like this course an awful lot, in fact. Get slowed down for that turn, and then we come onto the beach, and that is going to be almost the lap. Don't play in the sand. GT cars and sand, funnily enough, don't really go together. Oh, this Viper is a lovely car to drive. Last time I drove it was in, we did the one of the really early videos I did on Horizon 3. We went racing with the GT car, rallying with the GT cars. And the Viper wasn't great out there. The BMW was the car to beat, or one of the cars to beat. BMW and Corvette, I seem to remember, were both very, very quick cars when it came to the rallying. When it comes to the Hot Wheels circuit, it looks like the Viper is the one to go for. It's just, I've absolutely run away. Now, admittedly, there may well have been crashes and accidents further back. It is always possible. Oh, it's not exactly been a completely, well, I say completely crash-free run. I've bumped into a few walls, but yeah, I'm liking this course. I'm really, really liking this. Oh, no, I've done exactly the same dumb mistake for a second time in a row. I'm liking that this one here is a good mixture of, we've got fast sections. We've got some fast sections, but we've also got some really technical corners, which is nice to see. It's nice to see some technical bits and pieces as we're now going to head into this. The really, you got to get it right, and I haven't. Or there is a way to take that with a lot of speed if you know the way. If you know the correct way to take the undulations there, there is a way to get an awful lot of speed through that corner. All right, and then we're going to run quite sideways through there. Not really what we want to be doing, but never mind. There is all sorts of shenanigans going on. It looks like second place is probably having a lot of fun. Looks like there is a good battle over that second place. It's me, just, running around at the front. As much as I like leading races, it's never as much fun leading a race when you are just so far on your own out here. It's more fun when there are a million cars. It's more fun when there's 3 or 4 cars around you and you're battling, even if it's for 10th. Not that it would be necessarily for 10th in Horizon, but it's much better to have lots of cars around you battling for lowly positions than kind of being out at the front on your own. At least that's what I think. Thankfully, the Hot Wheels tracks are brilliant fun to drive around. So, you've got to have somewhere where you're just sort of hot lapping and messing about. Hot Wheels track's probably the place to do it, and I should be careful saying too much, because you know what my track record is like for getting carried away a little bit and then exploring the scenery and coming up in about 3rd place. That's always a real and present danger. I don't actually think I've seen a split time back to the cars. This is one of the potential issues with the Hot Wheels racing. I talked about it a little bit when I was driving the previous videos when I was driving the Rip Rod, where saying about kind of feels very much like a GTA stunt race and expecting a crazy slipstream, crazy catch-up and so on. Now, races like this, certainly when you don't know the layouts, are going to likely be quite spread out. And now the way GTA 5 stunt races combat that is with... I've done exactly the same thing 3 times in a row. The way the GTA 5 stunt races combat that is with, or in some ways at least, is with, slipstream and with catch-up. Now, I don't like slipstreaming. I don't like catch-up in racing games. However, there is a time and a place where it does work. And in the GTA 5 stunt races, and certainly the craziest of stunt races, it does. Because when you end up with, the inevitable shenanigans on the first lap, it's not game over. You know, it's not complete race over. You can recover. Now, sure, you know, in a really long endurance race, maybe you can, you know, catch up 20 or 30 seconds. However, in most normal races, you know, you're not going to be able to, this is going to probably end up being about 8 minutes long. In a 7-8 minute race, you're not going to be able to catch up the 15 seconds or unlikely to catch the 15 seconds up if you fall off the road, if the car ahead doesn't make another mistake. And there are times where I feel like this could benefit, at least from having that as an option. I know that is something I never, ever thought I would say about a racing game. I really never thought I would say that. My Viper is so quick here. Yeah, I never thought I would say that. However, I do feel like at times, especially with these kind of cars, the Zonda's a little bit as well, you kind of got the idea, as we go up to some of these, you might not necessarily get the most exciting of racing, because a little mistake can cost so much time and you can fall back absolutely miles. Bloody hell, that Viper is fast. That's okay. Admittedly, the car behind was a maxed out one that it shouldn't have been, but even that thing, it probably would have caught me eventually. But yeah, there's a slight downside to these races. That if you get ahead, there's someone finishing in reverse. You get ahead, it's quite difficult, and you can have quite lonely races. That's the way it goes sometimes. It's the way it goes sometimes with motorsports. Great car to drive, love the circuit. Unfortunately, the actual action on track, not quite so good. And to finish off, well, naturally, if we're playing around with motorsport vehicles, how could we miss out on some V8 supercars? Apparently, we've all gone for Fords. There are two Commodores. And, well, that's well planned, everybody. Yeah, it's very much a Ford lobby. And probably the two Commodores are now going to go win. That would be the normal way, the normal FailRace way. Game's being really kind to me in terms of grid positioning. It's always nice when the game is kind to me. It's just unusual. You don't expect it. It's not a good start. Well, I say it's not a good start by me. It's an average start by me compared to everyone else. Brilliant start from the yellow car here as we run through these opening corners. Now, the V8 supercars likely to be a little bit more of a handful. Well, anywhere, let's face it. They are slightly more savage than a GT car. Not the same crazy levels of grip available in these, which means the back end is liable to break loose. Now, as far as the kind of obstacle that I chose for this one, that's a horrible placement for it. Even in third person, you don't see it coming. I've gone for the split ramp. I quite like this, actually, as an obstacle. Gives you some interesting options as to how to take it and so on. This circuit does feature, it's called half-pipe something or other. I was too distracted by V8 supercars to really care. So yeah, we've got a big old half-pipe to run around here. This angle is going to do. We're trying to carry mega speed off of it. We've actually run out of gears a little bit. Not much that we can do about that one. Now, I've got to be slightly careful up here. That's a tighter corner than you think it is. He's going to get past me. I'm fairly sure he bumped the wall. If he didn't, he carried a hell of a lot of speed around that corner. And now there is an angry pack of V8s behind me. No, we're not going to fit around that space. That's just never going to work as an overtaking opportunity. Not yet. We will, again, bide our time. We saw what happened with the Bone Shaker. You can do it on the final corner if we need to. Carry that speed. We're going to have a look at the inside. Not going to work. V8 Supercars working for much closer racing, it seems, in this lot. Which way is that car going to go? You can carry a lot more speed on the way in there. I was being a little bit cautious. I could probably have been a tad braver, and now I'm all out of sorts through here. Could have done without that. Caught it, thankfully. Someone's going for the jump, I think. It might work out for them. In actual fact, I don't know if the jump's not a better route to take there. While it's awkward to get into it, you carry a lot more, or you have a much better line on the way out of it. You know, that might actually work out quite nicely. Right, running around the half-pipe we go. I'm sitting lower on the course this time around, just to see how that works respective to everybody else. Fairly even, in fact, around there. Now, we are going to have a little bit of a break up there. Don't want to end up in the wall, particularly. Carry the speed, be wary of the curbs. There's a big old tussle going on. One of the Commodores is up in the battle for third place. I don't know if he's quite succeeded in completely getting that place of the Xbox Falcon. We've got a couple of laps to find a place to make our move. Don't run wide. Again, much like with the... Oh, like that. Much like with the GT cars, V8 Supercars, not going to be a huge fan of the sand. I am not so sure. I do think the jump is a slightly quicker route on the way out of this. I'm just... when you're sat in second place, I don't want to risk... Oh, I've been trying to follow the leader for speed, and we've both hit the wall. I hit car behind, did exactly the same. Yeah, I don't want to now go try and breaking a rhythm that I've got into by... by then going to take that different route that I don't quite know, although admittedly I made a complete hash of the route I had been taking, so, you know, there is that. We've gone very low on the banking this time. It's not really done much to catch us up to the leader. Okay, it's not quite gone to plan this lap. A couple of silly errors from me. We need to find some time. We need to be brave, but no sense in throwing away a second place. No sense in throwing away a second place here at all, so we're going to push it as hard as we can. Oh, within reason, we're all slipping and sliding the way around here. That is just the V8 Supercar way, or Virgin Australia Touring Cars, or Virgin Australia Supercars, whatever it's called now. Silly name, V8 Supercars, much better. However, yeah, we're going to have to try and find, where are we going to get a move done? I don't know. I think most of our best opportunities have kind of been and gone. The first part of the lap is where I have been very, very quick, although you never know where a car might happen to get sideways around here. No one's risking the jump. I really do think the jump could work. If I'd taken the jump on the first lap, I probably would do it. I may have been better off taking it that lap, to be honest, to have a go, trying something different, because we are too far back. We lost too much time around there. I'm not sure that line worked either, just kind of diving towards the end. We're way too far back to try anything. In fact, we're not really... We were quick through the first part, just not so good on the second part. We're going to be mega fast through this final... Yeah, I was very quick through that final corner, but not close enough. Not close enough. 1-2 for the Falcons. Fastest laps were pretty damn close between everyone in that. Something in the 109's around there. That's mega fast. Okay, everyone else was relatively close. 109 is a massive lap time. Well, V8 Supercars, pretty damn good fun. Pretty damn good fun. Couldn't quite get back up to the leader. Little silly mistakes, perhaps cost me. It was leaving the split ramp, or split jump area, that got me that time around. But there we go. Race cars can work. V8 Supercars, probably the best of the lot in terms of a close race. I think admittedly helped by the track as well. Yeah, race cars are very track subjective depending on if they work, and it is possible to get quite split up races. However, what other game lets you take V8 Supercars and GT cars around a loop-the-loop? I don't know. Maybe Trackmania with mods, but yeah, other than that... the Hot Wheels expansion is a lot of crazy fun. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.